fork of my project. Then I'm creating a branch. I call it open source boot branch. And I switch to it. And then I pull in the changes, or I pull in open source boot's fork from GitHub to my local branch. And if I run a diff against the master, which is the default branch on Git, then I see, yeah, he added this imaginary change. To illustrate, this is a little bit better instead of like lengthy command lines. The fork was, let's say, 3 commits ahead. He didn't do 1 commit, but he fixed it up a couple of times. And I branched off of my main branch and adopted his changes to the branch, not to my master branch, because I wasn't sure whether I was going to adopt it. Yes?
Oh, I think you may be out of time.
The YAPC bot says.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, so I'm going to wrap up really quickly. I put in a squash commit, which means that I'm basically ignoring the steps he used to get there. And let's skip over that. A couple of projects that are out there: Ruby.res, Rakudo, YY. And there's GitHub tools in order to shorten these lengthy command lines that you might want to check out. They're written in Ruby, so you need to install Ruby gems. If you want your project repository to be linked from CPAN, use this in your make.pl. CPAN will do the right thing and link that. That's helpful if somebody stumbles across your CPAN module. And one final thing, how could we cause CPAN to pull stuff from GitHub? Like, I check in my latest fix, and I want this to be released on CPAN, and it turns out that GitHub, whenever I put a tag into Git and push it to GitHub, creates a tarball with that tag. Now, I can go to pause and put in the URL, which GitHub will transform into a tarball, which then pause will pick up, expand, delete. That's it. That was it. Thanks very much. I guess there's no time for questions.
Does it release the tarball in the standard file format for pause?
It depends on how you have your Git repository. So you need to have your repository in the same format as pause requires it. That because GitHub doesn't really know anything about pause.
Normally you upload the pause in one tarball. And here you're giving it a tree without the tarball. So I guess pause is making the tarball?
The tarball is made by GitHub.
Okay.
GitHub creates a tarball of your project.
Okay. And that's all.
But it doesn't necessarily comply with the CPAN format.
Yeah.
You need to do that in your project. But if you do that, then that's fine.
So if you have to name your project's top-level directory appropriately?
Correct. So the make.pl needs to be in the top-level directory.
How do we find out which module projects are currently?
Which modules are in GitHub?
Well, approximately, yeah.
How many? I haven't.
How do we find out which ones are?
Just search for Perl.
What?
Search for Perl in the GitHub search box.
Okay.
And I'm not sure exactly about the number. Probably 50 or
Are a lot of
something.
people moving to it?
It is starting up. So GitHub is not exactly new, but it's about to take off.
So it's the way, are people considering it for module objects? Are they considering the way of the future for accepting patches and stuff like that?
Yeah, they do. And a lot of other projects, not only Perl. It's really taking off now.
Great. Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.